Did millennials dodge a brain trap Gen Z fell into? Here's something that should honestly keep you awake tonight. The average teenager today spends more time on algorithm-driven platforms in 1 year than millennials spent in their entire teenage years combined. Let that sink in, not because Gen Z is weaker, but because the system is stronger. And here's the uncomfortable question. Did millennials accidentally dodge a cognitive trap that Gen Z walked straight into? Or did Gen Z simply evolve faster than millennials ever had to? Tonight, we're breaking this down honestly. No blame, just brain science. What is the brain trap? First, what do I mean by brain trap? A brain trap is an environment that subtly trains your attention, memory, and reward system in ways you don't consciously notice. Not evil, not conspiracy, just design. Modern platforms are engineered for infinite scroll variable rewards, micro dopamine spikes, constant novelty. Your brain adapts to whatever it repeatedly experiences, and adaptation can become limitation. The millennial timing advantage. Millennials grew up in a unique window of time. They experienced boredom without screens, slower internet physical textbooks, scheduled TV limited notifications. Their brains developed core cognitive habits before hyper-optimization of attention began. Deep reading, long conversations, offline reflection. By the time smartphones dominated everything, many millennials were already cognitively formed. They weren't immune, but they were pre-trained. That timing matters. Gen Z's immersion Gen Z didn't transition into digital life. They were born into it. Their first boredom solution was a screen. Their first social validation came from digital feedback. Their first research tool was instant search. That changes neural wiring. Specifically, reward sensitivity increases. Task switching becomes normal. Stillness feels uncomfortable, but here's the twist. Those traits are incredibly adaptive in high-speed environments. Gen Z processes faster, filters quicker, adapts instantly. The trap isn't speed. The trap is overexposure. The dopamine loop. Let's talk about something real. Dopamine doesn't mean happiness. It means anticipation. When you scroll, your brain anticipates the next reward. Maybe it's funny. Maybe it's shocking. Maybe it's validating. That unpredictability strengthens habit loops. Millennials experience dopamine loops too, but later. Gen Z experienced them during critical brain development years. That's the difference. And that's the part researchers worry about. Signs of the trap. This isn't about calling anyone addicted, it's about patterns. Ask yourself honestly, do you struggle to watch a full movie without checking your phone? Do you feel restless in silence? Do you open apps automatically without thinking? Has your reading stamina declined? If yes, you're not broken, you're trained, and training can be reversed. What millennials may have kept because of timing, many millennials still retain. Higher boredom tolerance, longer reading endurance, less dependency on instant feedback, more comfort with offline processing. But here's the truth. They're not immune now. The trap eventually caught everyone. Gen Z just entered it earlier. The unexpected advantage of Gen Z. Now here's where it flips. Gen Z is incredibly aware of mental health, digital burnout, algorithm manipulation. Many are actively deleting apps using focus tools, building digital boundaries, practicing dopamine detox. They didn't dodge the trap, they're confronting it early, and that awareness might become their strength. The real question. So did millennials dodge a brain trap? Maybe partially. Did Gen Z fall into one? Maybe earlier. But here's the deeper question. Are we blaming generations for what systems designed? The real trap isn't Gen Z, it isn't millennials, it's unexamined attention. And attention is the foundation of everything. Memory, learning, creativity, relationships. If attention weakens, everything weakens. The part that should stay with you. Here's what should stick in your mind tonight. If an entire generation grows up never experiencing deep boredom, will they ever discover deep thinking? And if another generation resists adapting to speed, will they fall behind? The future doesn't belong to the one who dodged the trap. It belongs to the one who recognizes it. Now I want real stories. Are you Gen Z or Millennial? Did you notice your attention change over the years? Do you remember a time before constant notifications? Or have you never known life without them? Share your experience in the comments. I read them all. If this video made you think differently about your own brain, hit like. Subscribe if you want to train your focus, strengthen your memory, and stay mentally sharp in a distracted world. Because this isn't Gen Z versus Millennials anymore. It's you versus the trap.